Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Colin. We're up here at Defender Ranch. We got two special guests up here. We got JD and Mikey. They're from a local agency. We're going to talk about some of the stuff they carry and gear that they use and why they use it.
I'm JD with the local agency here, canine handler, SWAT guy. This is my partner Loki. Been doing it for a little over 15 years.
I'm Mikey, team lead, team with the JD over here, and yeah, I've been doing law enforcement for 12 years. Been on the team for about 5-6 years now. Been a good time so far.
We were kind of talking before we started filming, and I was learning a lot. That's why I'm sitting here talking with them now, because I have questions. I thought it was pretty interesting. One of the things that we were talking about is mags.
I know both of us, we only carry 2 mags, one in the gun, one on our belt. Chest rig set up mostly for dog stuff with e-collar. Usually a taser's in here, nav boards, all that kind of stuff.
So would a non-dog guy carry a little bit different setup, or is it?
Yeah, non-dog guy would be more like Mikey stuff.
Yeah, so my stuff's a little bit more plain, a little bit more cleaner, just a little bit lighter. I'm not the biggest stature, so for me, carrying a lot of weight is a little bit heavier for me. So I don't have as much as JD, because obviously he has to contend to taking care of a dog in case the dog gets injured. But first standard, like most guys will have, you know, an IFAX for themselves, which is an individual first aid kit, and our team guys usually have one on them at all times.
Let's go back to the mag thing. You say you only carry 2 bags.
Yep.
I think that a lot of people, or maybe just me, thought you carried more. Well, and you made a good point, like 60 rounds is a lot.
It is. Yeah, also, you gotta take into account that you're usually with multiple guys. If they all go through 60 rounds and you go through 60 rounds, that's a pretty decent gunfight.
Yeah, and when you brought that up, it made me think back to the video we did about the force on force training with SWAT. And you're right, there wasn't a lot of gunfire. Stuff was over pretty quick.
Yeah.
And there was, I don't remember how many, was there 4 of us for the opposing force? And we were either cuffed or dead in a lot less gunfire than 2 mags even.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, what else you got going on?
I also am a tertiary breacher. There's other 2 guys. If I'm not running a dog and another guy on our team's running a dog, I'll run shotgun. I have breaching rounds in this pouch for quick access, and then I have another stack in there. This is zipper pouch. It's got like handcuffs. I'll throw my body mic in there, or whatever other snacks or whatever I need in there. Banger back. I usually run 3 to 4 flashbangs. There's 3 in there now.
That's this?
Yep. There's other stuff in here that's like batteries, some extra gloves, the like door marker stuff for us. Nothing really super exciting. Push to talk, normal stuff. Gun belt set up pretty much like everybody else. Holster, handcuffs, IFAC. This is a pouch for my door popper on my pickup for work, just in case he's in there and I'm doing something else I need him. And then magazine pouches.
Oh, so that just, you push that and your door shoots open?
Yep. It also is a heat alarm. It shows
Ejecto-cedo type stuff?
Exactly.
Okay,
Make sure to see how hot my truck is for summer stuff. I usually will run a long line, which is a 30-foot long line in my cargo pocket, just in case we have somebody squirt out the back. We can start a track immediately instead of having to go get all the other stuff. I also usually run ear pro and eye pro for him, just for flashbangs, loud noises.
Yeah, those are loud.
Yeah, normal helmet, nods mount, lights, all that other stuff. And then his first aid kit's a little more, I guess it's bigger than mine. It has a lot more other stuff, because normal tourniquets and stuff don't work on dogs. We use
Try and use it around. Okay.
Ace bandages.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And, you know, I went to a recent canine casualty care class with a den mother canine, and that's where I learned that one works a lot better, because dog's legs are not the same as human leg, and the tourniquet slips down and everything like that. These are awesome, work great.
Just get them on there tight?
Yep, they actually don't require a lot of pressure to shut the blood flow off the limbs of dogs.
So how much of this stuff is technically issue, or like that you upgraded yourself?
So we get issued like bare bone stuff, helmet, play carrier, that's pretty much it. Everything else is individual officer preference. Like you can tell on Mikey's stuff, it's a little bit different as far as what's across the chest, what's on his back. We get our comm set up, we run Invisio in-ears, bone mic stuff, it's nicer, so if you're not running helmets or something like that, they're not attached.
How about yours? Do you want to talk about yours a little bit?
Same thing, you know, we have the nav board, our push to talk, and like I said, the front panel for me, I just got a straight up molly, and I just I'm an S-Tac. I used a bunch of S-Tac pouches, and that's kind of what I used to attach to the front panel here. And like I said, mine's pretty sleek. A lot of the houses and stuff that we're going into, they're pretty much like trailers or just very small, they're mobile houses. So getting through doorways, it's kind of hard. And like these houses are junk, so there's just clutter everywhere. So I try to be as minimal as possible, especially when people are hiding in attics. You know, you have to send, if we can't send a dog up there, we have to send someone up there typically, and you don't want to send a dog up by itself. You need to have someone protect the dog. So usually it's the smallest guy, and that's me, unfortunately, you know. So I've been in a few attics, but yeah, it's basically kind of keep my kit pretty slim. As far as the back though, it's basically the same as JD's. I have the banger back. I usually carry about 2 bangs on me. My big pouch back here, I have OC back here. I have OC back here, so in case we need to OC a house or a certain section of a building or something like that, I'll just have a team guy grab it from me and just toss it in.
Sorry, what's OC for people like me?
So OC is basically pepper spray.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
just a stronger version of that. So that's basically what we use to kind of get someone out of a barricaded spot. So.
Does SWAT ever carry, like when you're going into a house, do you do tasers and stuff?
Yeah,
so
we'll run tasers.
I'll run a taser in this front pocket, just stretches out. I can run a taser in there. I can run a flashbang in there. I can shove my dog lead in there. I can shove pretty much whatever I want.
So that's your catch-all pouch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or I can shove. This is great for other dogs. So
Yeah, the other less long lethal besides tasers, we have the 40 millimeters. Shoot a big old like rubber ball foam tip. We have those as well. We'll sometimes carry those with us depending on the situation of the call.
So do you change anything based off of the intel you have on the engagement? Or is it just, you got to be ready too quick?
yeah, the only thing I change is whether I'm the primary dog guy or not, or if we're even utilizing a dog in it. Really depends on mission specific, whether I'm even getting my dog out of the car. So that's kind of mission dependent. If it's, a house with multiple dogs or a drug warrant or something like that, he usually stays in the car unless we absolutely need him.
How about your rifle or your pistol? Do you change that off based on what's going on?
Nope, our rifles are all the same. We run 10.5-inch AR-15s with suppressors. It's pretty much the same across the board. We very rarely go to a handgun unless you're having to go into an attic or a crawl space or climbing up a ladder or something weird like that.
You guys are bringing up attics and climbing up ladders a lot.
They'll tend to hide in there,
That's
man.
Yeah.
Crawl spaces, one of the crawl spaces we had to go into, it was super tight and it wasn't a good time.
Yeah.
We had guys fighting us down there. It was not a good time.
That's interesting because it seems like that's normal across a lot of professions where like people want to get all the stuff, but then the people who do it for real are like, no, I want the least amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you get into some, and it's very mission oriented. You see some SWAT teams, bigger SWAT teams, running a lot of shoulder pads and everything else, and that dictates for their SOPs and what they're doing. Like you said, we're in trailer houses a lot, single wides, sheds, and with all that extra bulk, we just can't get through some of those tighter areas. So that's why we run really slick for what our team does.
I guess that makes sense when SWAT's come in and you want to hide.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I did when we did that force on force.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, they're coming, man. I got to find a good spot to hide, whether it's like an attic or whatever.
Pumping.
Yeah.
Closet. Yeah.
And your guys' adrenaline's pumping too, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Does that ever get better, or are you just
It gets
scared?
better.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Yeah, the first
you're
run.
pretty casual about it now?
Yeah,
the
now-
first
now it's not a
one,
big
you're
deal.
just like, oh man, you're getting amped up. You're kind of got the jitters a little bit, but like once you get 1 or 2 down, you're just like, just another day.
1 or 2, that's it?
Yeah, for at least us.
Maybe
man.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can deal with other stuff too, patrol side. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Because our primary function is still patrol, so you deal with it every day, and so it's not really anything.
You guys are casual about how cool they are, but whatever. How do you store this stuff? Like, or is it like literally just ready in the back of your truck like this?
Yeah, mine's stored in a deck system in the back of my patrol vehicle most of the time. I'll take it out when I'm not working because I don't trust it just sitting in my truck.
That's fair.
yeah, most team guys will have either a loadout bag similar to kind of ours or something like that. And for
These
me,
are big.
Yeah, they're pretty big size, and I just throw everything in there. Everything's in there: helmet, belt, extra batteries, things like that. That's a must. So you always have the extra batteries because that stuff always dies. But yeah, I just use that keep that with me in the back of my pickup, my patrol pickup, and days off, I'll throw it in my house. And depending if I go somewhere, leave my house, I'll probably throw that in my personal vehicle in case we get a call out. That way I'm ready and I just go to the office and do work. So,
Well, that's interesting. Let us know if you want to get another video where we talk to these guys about what they carry when they're off duty. That might be interesting too.
yeah.
Let us know if you want to see that. All right, these guys went and grabbed a couple of their rifles, and while they were in there, I was checking out their bags. They're obviously huge, but they're a little bit different brands. What do we got here?
So the same brand essentially. The only difference is really the size. It's a LBT. Obviously, JD's is quite bigger than mine. Material-wise, it's really great. But yeah, as far as a loadout bag, it's good size. Has the separation in it, and it does come with inserts, so it kind of is pretty rigid, so it doesn't collapse or anything like that. As far as storage, I mean, you can store quite a bit of stuff in that. His has a lot more divided compartments. We call him the SWAT mom because he has everything. You're like, hey JD, do you have some aspirin? Like, yeah, dude, I got it. Like, he's got everything.
It's like a size dispenser.
He's totally
Yeah,
prepared for
exactly.
everything. So,
Well, I moved it into the sun, and there's definitely stuff in it because it was heavy.
yeah, they get heavy for sure. And like some guys, like for me, I have a set of personal stuff that plates that I'll carry just in case someone forgets a set. So usually I have 2 plates on me or 2 carriers in my bag, and it just gets heavy.
Smart.
And that does happen. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, we're just gonna go look at a house or something, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden something pops off, and you're like, oh, here, good thing you had another set of plates or
Yeah.
something like that. So
Well, okay, so I know people want to know about your rifles and stuff, but first, also while you were looking at your words are hard. While you were getting your rifles, I noticed you skipped something on your plate carrier here. This cool little wrapped
Jimmy.
So this is a
wrench thing.
Broco Jimmy, using for pry bars, getting into smaller inside doors, even getting gaps in it so we can get a Halligan in or something like that to
That
reach
thing's
the
cool.
door. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. The whole team has them.
Yeah, that's probably a tool that you use quite a bit.
Yeah, they work great, popping windows, doing whatever.
Well, let's talk about your rifle a little bit.
It's a 12.5-inch BCM Yankee Hill suppressor. Nothing super special about it. Running aim point, PEC, Surefire, and a Hollow Sun magnifier. It does everything I need it to do. Still running the old school key mod.
So this is your personal though, not
Yeah,
the
this is
issue.
my personal.
Would the issue one be 10 inch, you said?
Yep, it's 10-inch. Mike will show you his. Mine's set up pretty much, all my guns are pretty much set up the exact same. This is just the one I brought today.
Smart, so you never have to
Yeah, nothing changes.
readjust.
So, yep.
Cool, how about this one?
Yeah, so we're running 10.5-inch Midwest uppers on ours. My lower is an old Colt from, man, I don't even know
Like
what
the
year.
60s.
The 60s, and it's old school and it still runs hard. Running a Hollow Sun optic with a Hollow Sun ×3 magnifier, the Streamlight TLR light on there. We're in the process of getting some lasers for the team, so we can do some nod stuff and some night stuff. But this is basically the standard setup as far as patrol guys or the team guys essentially. And we're running a Quicksilver suppressor. One of our team guys actually has a company and he makes the suppressors for us.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Well, one thing I'm noticing is your paint job on this thing.
yeah, it's a little two-tone. I've been
This is a work rifle.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
You know,
Is
so
it-
it's definitely, like I said, it's old school coat, man. It's back in.
This isn't
old-
like a
old.
spray paint job.
No,
that
this is-
someone scratched up at
Yeah,
home.
no, this is
You
all this.
scratch this up on other people's homes.
Yeah, this is all authentic, man. Every buff on there is all authentic. All hours worked, man.
This is
So,
from a lot of attics,
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. Going through buildings, all kinds of stuff. So these things I've seen a lot of stuff. Been through a lot, so got some sentimental attachment to it. So,
Yeah, but can you not keep it? Can't keep it, right?
no, I can't. It won't let me.
Yeah.
So
You'd think after
you would think with all the years,
X amount of
service,
years indoors,
right?
they'd be like, all right, you can keep it.
Yeah, maybe one
All
day.
right, here's the real question. Do any of your rifles have a third pin? Oh my gosh! We found a third pin.
Oh boy.
Yep.
All right, well that's fun.
It's got her. Yeah, that's basically a standard for team guys. Some guys aren't running a magnifier. It's kind of just preference, but everyone's running the Hollow Sun optics on.
And there's only 3 of us with 3 pins. So not the whole department has 3 pins.
Yeah, there's only a select few. So,
What was this magnifier?
it was a Hollow Sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And you like it?
I do. Yeah, I
Is
like
the
it.
relief good on it?
It's not bad. Yeah,
Because I know some of those magnifier reliefs
they're
suck.
Yeah.
they're not the greatest, but it's fine.
The price point's where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's always the case with issue stuff.
Exactly. The
Yeah,
problem is,
like I said-
if you use it, you get to take it away.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, if any, like our rifle, like
Yeah.
that gets, we get involved in a shooting or something like that, that gets taken away, and that's gone for months.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. You don't think about that. That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
So that's why.
You got to be able to.
Unfortunately, whatever we're wearing gets gets taken as evidence.
Yeah.
And
Like even all that.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Most of
Yeah.
the time you get everything taken except your socks and your underwear.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it could be, you could get it back in a couple months. It could be years.
Yikes.
Yeah. So you got to take that into account when you're buying your personal stuff.
Yeah.
Some agencies, that's why they issue you everything.
This is something I never thought of. That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I think about it like as a civilian. If I were to use my gun, I realize that it's probably going to be gone.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you might get
forever.
your pants taken, your clothes taken,
Yep.
all that other stuff that has any evidentiary value. People don't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think about
That's
the actual
interesting.
incident
So what you're
itself.
saying is like if you're gonna go kick in somebody's doors, like you wouldn't want to have like your phone or any personal things that could potentially be confiscated.
Nope. You want to leave your
Yeah.
phones, your wallets.
That'd be a good idea, right?
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
Clear your
something
browsing
that's
history too,
good for people to know.
just in case.
I thought that was pretty interesting. Hopefully you guys did too. I don't know if we have anything else that you guys want to bring up. I answered all my questions. Well, hopefully you found that entertaining and interesting and valuable. I know I did. Don't forget to go and check out that SWAT Force on Force video I was talking about because it's pretty entertaining too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think and let us know if you want us to film that other video of their more personalized carry, stuff for off-duty stuff. And subscribe. Bye.